hoped you might come round.
I've been a bit of a fool, haven't I?
You were pretty harsh with me, Frank.
I wasn't thinking clearly.
You weren't thinking at all. You accused me and Eric of theft and told us to get out of this house.
I know. I should have engaged my brain first before putting my big mouth into gear. It was that blessed detective's report got me going. That and the only two suspects, you and Eric.
3, if you include Seth. Mind you, his idea of laundering money would be to bung a shirt in the wash with a £5 in the pocket. And as for me and Eric, let's just forget about it.
I'm sorry I doubted you. You couldn't steal not to save your life.
Did Sergeant MacArthur tell you the full story?
Yes, he came round yesterday afternoon. He's retiring shortly, you know.
Stealing those cheques and cheque card. Marshall's last act of revenge. Just a pity he couldn't leave poor Tinker out of it.
Looks like it all fits.
So, my position's been filled then?
No.
Oh.
When you're used to working with the best, it's difficult to settle for anything less. You can come back and work for me.
I don't know.
Elizabeth, please. I've been a fool. And I'm truly sorry. I'd be lost without you. At least think it over.
I've done plenty of that. On one condition.
Anything.
You promise never to write any more blank cheques, and I promise not to leave the chequebook lying around.
Agreed.
Is that okay, Ma?
Lovely.
Right, what's next then?
Then there's Spanish piano. It's got to go upstairs.
You are joking.
Look at your faces.
Ma.
All right, you two can have a rest now.
No, we best get on. I've got to do a day's work at Kim's when I finish here.
Yeah, and I've got some fencing to fix.
Right. You both have a good appetite for dinner tonight.
Where are we going?
Right here.
You want us to come and have dinner in this chaos?
Why not? Once the Argus up to temperature, I just put the shepherd's pie in.
Here, Joe. When was the last time you had one of Ma's shepherd's pies?
Too long.
That's settled then.
We should just leave him here if he doesn't want to go.
I know just how you feel, sweetheart.
Well, I want him to come. We make hamburgers at the barbecue.
For you, anything. I'll catch you a fish as well if you want.
No.
Oh, right.
All set then? Come on, let's go.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, I don't mind a spot of fishing.
You what? How did you manage it?
Easy. All he needed was a bit of tender loving care. And I offered him his ghetto blaster back if he behaved.
Oh, no.
Have you run out of copies? All right, Michael. You're going to get caught sooner or later. What's he on about? You know full well. I think it's gone beyond a joke.
Oh, I think he's talking about that local rag that's going around. I totally agree with you, Michael. I think it's disgusting. Hey, Mark?
Yeah. You'd think people would have better things to do with their time than go around gossiping about others.
It's a disgrace, that is.
They'll be laughing on the other side of the faces when I catch them. I never got a chance to see the latest one. Anything good in it?
Right, come on then.
Cheers.
Perfect site for a new gym.
Great minds, eh?
It's perfect. But can we get it?
That's the perfect part. I've had my eye on that vacant site for years now. I can handle that side of it.
Great.
But building that gym, that depends entirely on how much money we can raise from the investors. And they'll be looking for some serious pulling power.
I presume you don't mean gym equipment.
Quite. There are several good gyms around Leeds as it is. Not to mention that new one in Skipdale.
I know what'll pull them in. A licensed bar.
No, I don't think so.
Come on, Frank, it's obvious. None of the places you've been referring to have bars.
It just wouldn't work.
You look shattered.
Helping Ma move. Come to work for a rest.
You'll be eating your words in a minute. We've got a lot on today.
Oh, aye. What's on the agenda then?
2 hunters to collect.
2? That's great.
Yeah, which means we'll have only 3 empty boxes left.
Oh, piece of cake. Fill them in no time.
I love your optimism.
That's why you hired me, isn't it?
Joe, I know you worked for me, but I really want us to work together. Teamwork, that sort of stuff.
I never saw it any other way.
Good. Come on. I'll race you back.
Hey, what happened to teamwork?
You've gone all quiet on me again.
Sorry, I was thinking.
You okay?
Fine.
Shall I go on?
Of course.
Imagine this brand new, well-designed gym complex, fully
Funds
equipped,
allowing.
tastefully decorated, with views onto a sumptuous 18-hole...
9. Let's be realistic.
9-hole golf course. What's eating you, Frank?
Like I said, if you don't have the goods, then you sure ain't going to sell the complex.
But I've already told you what this country club needs. It's a bar.
When I started out in business, I made a commitment. No alcohol. I'm not going to encourage lagerlouts.
Lagerlouts? Since when do lagerlouts work out in a gym, enjoy a quick sauna and a round of golf before they smash the place up?
I'm still playing my old morality tune, aren't I? Trouble is, I can't remember how it goes anymore.
So we can have a bar?
Why not? It's what it's crying out for.
You're absolutely sure, Frank?
Sure, I'm sure.
A lot more to this gamekeeping lark than I first thought.
Ah, but it's not a lark.
Oh, sorry. No offence intended.
Now, it's a down-hearted gamekeeping. The more trees they cut down, the less they need folk like us.
Well, I didn't see any foxes overnight.
That's probably because of your smell.
Eh?
Well, see, I spent so much time out here that I've taken up surroundings as far as vermin's concerned.
Oh, so you've got, like, odour camouflage?
You put that very well.
Really?
No, I'm talking rubbish ride, you'll go in, didn't I?
Morning.
Yes?
Everything all right, Mr. Turner?
Yes, everything's fine, thank you.
I wouldn't bother to try and hide it if I were you.
What?
The newspaper. It's all over the village.
It's an outrage. They've made me look a complete idiot.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. A little bit ridiculous, maybe.
Well, who are they? Do you know?
Well, we've all got our suspicions, but no proof to back them up.
It's an outrage. Prying into my private life, it's an outrage.
Well, you'll have to be careful, Mr. Turner, in future.
Beg your pardon?
Well, maybe you should be a little bit more discreet about your lady friends.
Lady friends? Do I look like some sort of gigolo? I cooked a meal for Shirley and we had a very pleasant evening. I was not indiscreet.
Yes, but it was all a bit public, though, wasn't it? I mean, she came in through the bar.
What am I supposed to do? Smuggle her in through the back door with a bag over her head?
No, I suppose not.
Oh, no, she's coming tonight.
Oh.
No, she mustn't see this.
Well, I don't know how you're going to stop her, Mr. Turner. There's a copy of it everywhere you turn.
Well, if you find any copies in the bar, you must confiscate them. I don't want her knowing that we're the laughing stock of the village.
Leave it to me, Mr. Turner.
This is a life, eh, Dad?
Not my fault it's raining. That farmer said it definitely stayed dry.
So much for your bright idea of a family day out. Did you bring any matches?
No.
Oh, great. So we can't even have a barbecue then?
You mean you didn't bring anything to light it with?
No.
Doesn't matter. It's probably illegal to light fires in a barn.
Yeah.
Hang on. Where's Kelly?
She was here a minute ago.
What?
She was here a minute ago.
Oh, she'll be all right.
How do you know? Kelly, we're coming, sweetheart. Don't panic.
Where are you? Where? All right, Kelly, all right. It's all right, Kelly. It's all right. They don't bite.
How do you know?
Oh, get out of it.
Oh.
Come out. Come here. What did you run off like that for?
I wanted to see the cow.
Is she all right?
It's exciting, isn't it, Mum?
Thrill a minute, love. Oh, look at the state of my shoes. They're ruined.
Supposed to be lucky, that. Come out the road.
So, where you been?
Out and about.
I'm glad you're back. Things have been piling up in your absence. Things will be sorted out in the next couple of weeks, and then we can pay off your debt. Fresh start, eh?
I don't think so.
I presume you've come here to straighten things out. Talk some sense.
I've been talking sense all along. You've been the one with the problem. You won't find anything in there.
So why have you come here?
Like you said, to put your mind at ease.
Look, I've been off the rails recently, but I picked myself up and I'm using my head for business. I'm back in the running.
Great.
So why don't you swallow your pride and join me?
Because I don't need to. I can take care of myself, thank you very much.
Where did you get that?
That's for me to know. Oh, to show there's no hard feelings, have a drink on me.
We feed birds 3 times a day. Breakfast, dinner and supper. And in between, we check perimeter to make sure they ain't straight too far. Fetch that water, Michael.
Well, I can't see them doing that. Especially if they get fed regular.
Ah, well, we do. That's when I have to get Smoky to dog them in.
I can see why you need to keep foxes at bay. If one gets in here...
Precisely.
So, you do have to shoot foxes?
Aye, but foxes at least are my worries. It's storks and weasels. Fill that up, Michael.
How many have you killed?
More than you've had hot dinners, lad. I don't like doing it, but they can be vicious little beggars. I mean, pulling trigger on pheasant killers is part and parcel of my job.
Well, despite all that, I'd still be interested in becoming a gamekeeper.
You?
Yeah. Why do you think I took a day off farming? Last night really brought it home to me. I love the wild, the elements. Stuff working indoors. This is where it's all at for me.
You're a man after my own heart.
Well, I don't suppose there'll be any openings. Just to help out, like.
It ain't up to me, Michael. You'll have to ask Turner, Frank Tate.
Well, I might get round Turner, but Frank Tate.
Don't stand on ceremony. Make yourselves at home.
Well, I can see you have.
Jack, meet Wonder Woman. Away with you.
Thank you.
Leonard's a lucky man.
Where's Joe?
He's coming over from Kim's stables.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, go on in. I'll get the corkscrew.
Jack, I want you on your best behaviour. No rash remarks or stupid comments.
All right, you don't have to lecture me. I've learned my lesson. Oh.
Oh, Julie, that's brilliant. Thanks. Oh.
Oh, give it up, Rebecca.
Hey, it's all right. She can cope. Hey, what's wrong? It's all right.
Jack, you had me under the table.
I'll be the day.
Any developments on the big day, Ma?
Oh, it's all in hand. I've yet to decide who's going to give me away.
Jack's the eldest. Have to be him.
There he goes again. It's got nothing to do with age. It's Ma's choice.
Oh, anyway, I think I'll sleep on it. The real problem is who will marry me.
I thought you got that one sorted out with Leonard.
Jack?
Well, it's just a little joke.
The group vicar who covers Beckindale is fully booked on October the 30th.
Oh, marriage back in fashion, eh?
Does that mean you're going to have to change the day?
No. There is a team vicar who can perform a ceremony, but that's not what Leonard and I want. And if we want St Mary's, and we do, we're going to have to like it or lump it.
Annie, about the reception.
Yes, love.
We'd love it if you came up to the farmhouse. Sorry, it sounds like I'm trying to organise your big day.
Thank you. I'd love that.
There's nothing we'd like more.
There is another thing. I know it's a bit late in the day, but I'd like to give you a housewarming present. I'd like you to keep Grandad's chair. It belongs at Emmerdale.
Well, it's a nice thought, Ma, but...
It is a nice thought, Jack. We'd be delighted to keep it.
Yeah, thanks, Ma.
There you go. You gonna tell me what the problem is, then? Well, Julia will explain, if you want to.
It's about this new child maintenance law.
Absent parents? Yeah, we're reading about it. It's a good thing, isn't it?
The lady at the DSS told me to fill in a form. If I refused, I'll have my income support reduced.
So what's the problem?
Well, it's the information that they want, isn't it?
It means dragging up the past. Rebecca's father, Barry. They want to know where he is, what he earns, and what he does.
What, and you don't know?
Oh, I know all right.
Look, I might be being a bit thick or something, but you told me the other day that your ex don't give you out. I mean, if they're going to call in for maintenance, that's got to be good, surely.
Archie, Rebecca and I are happy. We don't want Barry interfering in our lives. If he's going to give us money, he's going to want something in return. Access to his daughter.
Well, why should he show an interest in Rebecca all of a sudden?
Because he doesn't know he's her father.
Same again, Michael.
Yeah, please.
Hey, have you read this and all?
Well, it's got to be there. Give them the right to go around speculating and poking fun at whoever they choose.
Oh, Michael, the tabloids do it every day.
Yeah, this is worse than the tabloids. It's rubbish. I wouldn't wrap me leftovers in it.
Have you read the bit about her?
Joking, aren't you?
Jay thought it was quite funny.
Oh, well, he would. Beckindale love triangle.
Oh, have you seen this?
Yeah, we were just discussing it.
Alan and Shirl out for a trip. They've overdone his nose a bit, but she looks quite good there, doesn't she? Hey, listen, have you read the bit about Lynn Whiteley?
Excuse me, I'll be with you in a minute, Seth.
This isn't much of a birthday supper, is it? Me and my big mouth getting the evening off to a bad start. I'm sorry, Nick.
Wish you two would cheer up.
You can talk. You're always miserable.
Thanks very much.
I'm sorry, Archie. I'm just in a bad mood tonight. What's up, Nick?
It's child support business.
Oh, just forget about it. It's just one of those things. I'll sort it out.
But I can't. You see, I'm on family credit. I'm in exactly the same position as you. At the next review, I'm going to have to do some digging up. I have to tell them about Elsa.
Thank you. See how they go for this one.
It's amazing the interest in Californian wine these days. I think the French and Germans better watch out.
Oh, I'd like to be more patriotic. The last case of British wine I bought went down like the Titanic.
Well, it's all in the mind, isn't it? When you see bottled in Connaughton on the label, it doesn't create the right image.
Look at you two.
What?
It's your birthday. You're both young. You look like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Haven't you been listening to anything we've said tonight?
Yeah, and all I've heard is a load of what-ifs. What if your ex-husband finds out about Rebecca? What if Elsa comes out of the woodwork?
Oh, Archie, it's easy for you to say. You're not affected by any of this.
Alice is as much part of my life as she is yours.
I'm sorry, Archie. I shouldn't have said that.
If Elsa wanted any say in the upbringing of her child, she's had plenty of chance to, but she hasn't. Look, she's made it quite clear that you and Alice aren't part of her life anymore.
But people are allowed to change their minds, you know.
Yeah, I know. You should just get on with the rest of your lives.
But that's just it, Archie. This new child support business means it's out of our hands.
You're 24, going on 65. Try and enjoy it the rest of your birthday, what's left of it.
It's easier said than done, though, isn't it?
Hello, love.
Oh.
Did you enjoy your day?
Yeah, I did, thanks, yeah.
Thought you would.
I was glad it company. Smokey don't have much to say for his son.
Dogs usually don't.
You know, I learned a lot today.
Tonic, please, then.
Anytime, lad. I'll tell you what, I'll teach you all about gamekeeping. It'll keep your mind off your love life.
We'll have none of that talk around here, thank you.
Do you think we're being sussed?
I can't prove a thing. When should we get the next one in?
We'll have a meeting tomorrow at Debbie's.
Evening.
Oh, hello there.
Can I get you anything?
No. I think Alan's organising something hot for me in the back room.
If I were you, I'd be a bit careful about my choice of words around here.
Sorry?
Well, they might get overheard, misinterpreted, and duplicated all around the village with pictures.
Why did you come here? Couldn't you have just gone home?
Well, I thought you'd be concerned. Look, I know I've been a bit reckless.
Not here, please.
I came to apologise. Properly. For you.
Well, I don't know how you can be so blasé. I mean, if it was me, I'd be livid.
I think I can take a joke.
A joke? Have you read it?
A gist?
Aren't you offended?
No. But Alan will be if I don't go to him.
But how do you feel about being called an item?
I know your game.
I don't know what you mean, I'm sure. I'm just sorry that you've been subjected to idle gossips who've got nothing better to do with their time. If I were you, I'd discuss it with Mr. Turner.
And if I were you, I'd mind my own business. Oh, sorry, Alan, I got waylaid.
Oh, that's one way of putting it. That was my fault, Mr. Turner. I was just being friendly.
Oh, is that what you call it?
I was apologising for our local rag.
Rag? That piece of loo road.
Well, exactly. And especially the bit that caused the most offence. I mean, you two being called an item.
Are you saying that going out with Alan is offensive?
Well, no, of course not.
What then? Oh, for heaven's sake, let's settle this once and for all, shall we? Any comments? Any complaints?
No, none whatsoever.
Thanks now, bye.
Why won't you talk to me? I know
I'm trying to work.
Well, at least tell me where I can stick my bracelet. Say something.
You don't get it, do you?
Get what?
I don't care anymore, Chris.